All right. Back with another C1x Updates video. I think this is episode 15 or 16. In the last video, we were working on improving the round timeline appearance and then noticed some issues with penalty graphics. Started trying to input penalties into the shot data just because the round that I was scoring didn't have it, and that was creating all kinds of crashes. So I spent a few hours over the past couple of days digging into that. Ended up having a couple of issues. For one, I was basing the way I'm saving the whole data is that I'm just throwing in a shot number. So first shot on the hole, shot number is 1, and then the data afterwards, which worked fine, except for the fact that when you have a penalty, the shot number should still be going 1, 2, 3, but I was tying it previously to the stroke counter. So, if you throw it OB and your next shot is from the fairway, that's technically 2 strokes. So if it was your first shot of the hole, instead of throwing 2 on your second shot, you're throwing 3 on your second shot. And so what was ultimately happening is that my shot data was getting 1, 2 would be non-existent, which was causing the crash, and then the second shot would be 3 because it was tied to strokes and not throws. So made a couple minor changes here, but this was the big one to add, which was just taking a stroke away for every penalty. Not taking a stroke away, subtracting 1 from the shot count to add to make sure that it is actually reflecting shots. So that was an issue, and then once I fixed that, we had a new issue with this deep hole breakdown map not getting included for some strange reasons. Kind of unknown to me still, but I knew enough to know that if I moved it up to the top outside of where it was actually before, which was way down here, that it was going to fix the issue. So we have no crashes. Ended up resetting the rounds that I had in here because I had scored a bunch trying to fix these issues. Got a new round entered. This one has a penalty stroke in it. We're not crashing, which is great. So now we're going to go back to working off my list. So we fixed the issue with what was causing it to crash. And now we're on to what started this, which was trying to get the penalty strokes to actually show, specifically on this round timeline. So now I have to refresh my memory here. What I was doing currently, that's for shot type maps, flight pass, misdistribution, whole breakdown. Execution, flight path, miss, landing zone, footing. Add shot breakdown. So I think here we need a new argument for the shot breakdown. And I am already, let's go back down. I think I'm already logging where the penalty, where the shot locations are. So this should be fairly easy. We just need to add a value in the map. So shot breakdown template, here we're going to go list int penalty shot locations. Sure. That's not going to exist, but we'll make it exist. Deep stat labels. And up here, individual hole penalties label. I do already have that, I guess. We can just use it. That's fine. Penalties label. Penalty shot locations. I don't make it required. Ultimately, it should be. But let's go create shot breakdown template. So this is the only other one, which is perfect. And And then up here, penalty shot locations. So this returns penalty shot counts, which exists at the bottom. So let's get this in here real quick so I don't forget about it. Penalty shot locations. Penalty shot locations. Right. Yeah. And then here it would be great to just print penalty shot locations so I can see that. Let's go up here. We're going to go print hole and shot. And then if I go down here to return penalty shot counts, I guess we'll figure it out real quick here. Let's just do a reset. We are frozen. Nice. All right, so really the only thing that was missed was me adding this line here after adding it to the function above, the argument for penalty shot locations. 1 is what it's returning, which I think is great. 0, 1, shot 1. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay. So we're now adding penalty shot locations. It's getting passed to the shot breakdown. And then that map is what's getting passed to our graphic, which is also exactly what we need. So let's go close out a lot of this stuff. And now we're back to the deep hole breakdown. So we get penalties. It is not as an int. That should be fine. And then what I think I want, computer is a wee bit slow at the moment. Let's try closing a few things out here. Okay. On our shot breakdown, where should I show? Because I think I just want to show the little penalty flag. Just this graphic, because I already have it. Fairway hit. Okay. Scoring is par bogey, birdie, par. Okay. The issue is I can't really squeeze it next to the driving location. Maybe I can. If zone is not empty, we're returning this. That's first. Miss footing. Is that first distance? And then we wrap this at the start. Why is return shot landing graphic? That just returns a string. I thought I had done something to make sure this didn't. It was big enough that nothing else would ever fit next to it. Also not showing any misses at the moment. Did I decide that I wasn't going to do that? we can look into that in a sec. Okay, penalties. We're gonna go if, well, I guess am I calculating all this stuff up here? I am, yeah, okay. Final penalty equals that. I suppose. For each shot, right? Yeah, that's already being handled. Okay. We gotta take a step back. Take a step back. Start and slice column around timeline. Around data keys. Whole map. Children slice. Size box. Center text page. Par. Text round data. Main shot content. Size whole column. Whole number. Round data H. So it's a map string. So that's already the individual. So we got shot number and shot data. Penalties here. Am I passing it? Whole scored shot. No, I'm not even passing it. So we have to pass it. Or no, not the whole scored shot. Shot data. Individual shot label. So I have that. So I'm getting the shot data here. So that's going to be the individual data. It's not a list. That should not be. I gotta think about this. So this is an individual shot data. So currently I'm trying to set it up as this array to hold all of the locations, which is still good to include, but yeah, we need to adjust this. So this is instead going to be up here. Bool penalty on shot false. Penalty on shot. Okay. And then we're going to come down here. And we're going to go, because I'm doing it per shot, right? For my penalties for each shot, or for each hole. Oh, I'm doing it per shot right now. Oh. So this is probably excessive. Okay, that's okay. Let's, I don't need too much space here. Let's go if penalty shot locations contains shot and then here we need a bar penalty on shot equals false, penalty on shot equals true, and then we're going to throw that in here. So now we're just passing a bool for each one as bool false. Okay, that should be much better. And now if penalty basically the same thing here. And this is going to be image asset deep hole breakdown graphic. Turn shot landing graphic. Here we go. And then I need this to be this. Image asset. That. And we're going to try to make it small, but I don't think it's going to fit. So here, this is where I'm going to have to get a little creative. So the hope is that I'm going to hit restart. And based off of this new information that I passed, we should get a little red penalty flag, only on this hole. Because hole 1, first shot, was the only spot where a penalty was incurred during the round, just on the drive. So we're going to reset, and we'll fingers crossed that worked. Worked and doesn't crash. And it did crash. Okay. But just a typecast, which is awesome. Because that should be pretty easy to fix. Deep hole breakdown graphic 292. Yeah, I'm not even using this. All right. Reset. There we go. Okay, so it works. Yeah, that was just a variable setup from the previous list I had instead of just doing it true false. Okay, so we got a little red flag. The reason it's above the arrow is because this is the view clearly telling me that it doesn't fit next to the arrow. Maybe next to the distance? We could throw it up there. We're going to try this. This may not work well, but we're going to try it in a row. And if this, so trying to take it out of the wrap, which is going to auto push stuff as needed. This does not need to go inside the row. So this we're going to throw back here. Let's see if it works. I did put it in the wrong order. Let's just do this. And then let's go space evenly. Oh, I don't know why I got rid of the if. I wanted to just get rid of the center, but I got rid of the if as well. Like every shot does not have a penalty on it. All right. But I want it first, not second. And so this way it'll throw it there if need be. Otherwise, we'll just have the distances. That looks great. Yeah. Like, it's definitely not perfect, and I have some concerns over smaller phone sizes. But which maybe means that I shouldn't do this at all. Maybe I should just throw it at the top if there's a penalty. I think I'm leaning towards that right now. Okay. So it's all under distance. What did I do? What did I do here, guys? So we're going to do this. Oops. get rid of the row. Column, it's fine. We're going to kick this up to 25. So now it's just going to be big penalty flag at the top. Maybe distance should go above that. No, I kind of like it the other way. Okay, we are going to roll with that for the time being. 25, 25. Fit, contain. Already got that on there. Okay, so new argument for penalties. They can be shown. So that's good. And then updating the wheel graphic as necessary. And I shouldn't even need to. So I was thinking that because it was a required, I was thinking it was going to be a required argument for the map, because I passed the same deep hole breakdown map to both views. So deep brown timeline, which is this, gets the breakdown map, but the composite shot quality key does as well. But I just never have to reference that, the penalties key in the composite wheel anyways. So we are actually done with penalties. Because I think for right now, at least, I really only want to show them on the timeline. So that's awesome. Which means that, we cross that off. Keep working through the list. More timeline fixes. So improving the icon layout, including penalties. So just how the heck do I want this to work? What if I like this way better? I like this way better. All right, here's what we're gonna do. This is gone. Yeah, no flag. And instead, we're going to go border color. What's wrong with this? Sorry, there we go. Give me a red border. Yeah. And can I just make these all substantially thicker? Is that going to be okay? A little too thick, perhaps? Yeah, so red border is going to be penalty. And I kind of don't hate that, I'm not going to lie. Different color maybe? Button colors dot penalty top color. I assume it's going to be basically the same thing. Yeah. Okay. It's not quite what I was hoping for. Theme colors. What kind of reds we got? Cherry red maybe. Is that clear enough? Should he get a thicker border? It is annoying how it, I just want it to be visible. I think this is okay, because I'm going to change the font. The font's all going to become thicker too. I just wanted that red to be a little more pronounced, and it is. So, okay. That's a good idea. I like that. No penalty flag at all. We're just going to wrap it in that red border, which I love. Okay, and then, so then for the most part, I like this icon layout with the exception of where it misses and what do I want to do about footing. Okay, misses. What's going wrong here? If miss is not empty, icon. Miss icon, where is here? Okay, so something is clearly not working. I do have misses. No, I say that. The misses are clearly not getting passed at all. I was saving the misses. What just happened? Let's, I see the issue with flight paths too, so we're gonna start there. Flight path. Penalties, misdistribution, add all misses. That's for every single shot. All flight path values, misdistribution. Print all misses. All misses. Print. Get rid of these. These are good to go. What else we got? I don't need this anymore. Or that. Okay. Give me a reset. It's not running at all. All misses doesn't exist. Okay. Interesting. Let's go up here. Is equal to this. What do we got there? Null. They're all null. How? Okay. Misses aren't existing right now. And then what if we come down here and we print detailed shot data sets? Why would I want length? That's not what I want. Give me a reset. Detailed shot data sets. Misses are there. High dischoice. So all shots data is equal to return all shot data, deep shot data. Okay, so the misses are there. Somehow our function down here is not doing us favors. So let's just to check, print deep shot data. Deep shot data. Misses are in there. Okay, so the misses are here. Shots for hole, entries, putt accuracy. S. Preserve commas inside miss. There are no commas. Yeah, just give me a full reset here. Processing line S1. That one does have a, no, it's semicolons that separate. Okay, this is, we're gonna loop ChatGPT in on this one. Below is a function I'm using to parse through shot data in C1x. When I print out the processed line, it looks like this. At the end of this function, the miss key that's being returned is null. Any idea why? I assume it's semicolon versus comma. Okay. So release angle, high disc choice, right, left release angle, nothing. High disc choice, release angle, nothing. Release angle high, nothing, 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 nothing. High and disc choice. All right, let's just assume that it's always semicolons. This is incredibly long-winded. Wait. Oh my gosh. Key value, key length. That's what I already have. This was in my existing code already. What do I need to do to fix it? Okay. See if that actually fixes it. Does not appear to have. This did not work at all. If I print result at the end of the function, it looks like this. There is the miss key. Empty misses being stored as issue is that misses which aren't empty are also being skipped. You just told me that my issue wasn't with commas versus semicolons. Were you wrong then? Process line. And print result. giving me different solutions every time. That does have a miss in it. Okay, that's progress. Now why isn't it getting passed? Right? Let's scrap this. No. Wrong. Just changing the below line to this. Now, how is my result looking like this? Are you typing out full essays when the simple fix was to replace 3 lines? You are abnormally verbose today in your responses. I just told you that the code I showed above already fixed the issue. Why are you providing a correct version again? Jeez. Okay. So, if my result actually has misses in it, then do I need to go back down here and print out what's going on with the misses? Miss key. Okay. I'm getting miss keys. They're still not getting passed at all. So I need to clean output here. Okay, so now I'm getting correct values here. And what if I print all misses? All misses is empty every time. So parse miss string is my issue now. New chat. The below function is used to parse a miss string in C1x. This is not working currently because below is what the string that's being passed to the function actually looks like. With values that are separated by a semicolon in the string. Update the function to work here. So this must have been a recent change where I was adjusting how the values were actually being stored during rounds. No. Did I ask for you to make it work with both formats? Or did I give you a specific format and tell you to make it work with that? Yeah, that's better. Thank you. Okay. So now we get all misses. Are we fixed? Thank goodness. All right. All right. Flip up was this. Oh, I said it was a good shot, so no miss there. Okay, that's fine. Execution grade of 5 too. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now I have icons to work with again. I don't know how I'm like regressing to all these things that I thought already worked, but we're back to the core issue again of how do I want these icons to look. Let's get rid of that a little bit. Let's go to up here, not miss icon, footing, terrain maybe. Yeah. For the icon legend, yeah, so I want the order to be flipped here. Let's do that. Let's go with do that. Okay. East. Get rid of this. Let's do terrain. Let's call it bad footing. Const. And then let me go icon. Perhaps. Okay, so changing the legend up here. Nothing changed. I have errors. Stop. Go away. Why do I have errors? Children. No, because this is missing. All right, now we update. That didn't work either. Why didn't that work? Reset, maybe? There we go. That's what I wanted. I like that. Space them out a bit more. Maybe we go like north and south. Yeah, maybe that looks a little bit cleaner. Probably do need to add additional items to this. Icon legend item. Let's do one more of these. 2 more of these for right now. What am I using for miss icon? Miss releasing, what is that? If it's got a miss and it's, so there's no miss. No, it's not if there's no miss. Okay, we're gonna have to look at that. Radio button unchecked. Rotate. Radio button unchecked. Rotate left is angle. Disk choice. And then let's go down here to my print so I can see what print miss. If miss contains miss left, missed release angle, missed wrong disk. Ah. No, short long. I never have high or low. Is that my issue? Left, right, short, long. I forgot about short, long. Let's do this. That's my only print in here. We got prints here that are running. Yeah. So let's drop those. And I do need a high and low, which didn't I have a distance one? Short or long, and this was going to be measure. I thought this was stuff I already did. I need native Flutter icons for distance. Really just the one for distance. This can be north. This can be south. Straighten. It's fine. All right, so we've got straighten for both of those. And then I need the legend to be updated as well. That's fine. Direction. distance, no icon 2, and this will be, what was it? I already forgot. Straighten. So direction, distance, footing, angle, disk choice. All right, let's hit a whole reset on this. And my miss. I'm confused. No, miss is not getting called. Okay, so we did fix that issue. There was no miss on this. Bad footing, we're marking out. Okay. I think that's better. The two icons will fit next to each other. I like the way that these look. Yeah, I think we gotta call that halfway decent here. I kind of want the basket to be a little bit bigger. Shot landing graphic. Distance, zone is not empty. Oh, I do use it there, shot landing graphic. This can just be shot landing graphic. Right, and if I make that change, nothing happens here. And then here we're gonna go shot landing graphic equals round display graphics dot basket graphic 30. Just to try to show the basket a little bit bigger. I'm gonna go 35 maybe. Yeah, not exceeding width there at least. That might be a little too much. We'll go with 30. 30 is okay. All right, basket's a little bit bigger. Otherwise, I think I like the icon layout there. So that's good. User score box. So next item is I wanted this box to have the same size as the rest of them. Whole column, shot chip, container width. So it's getting past a width. Whole score chip is not getting past a width. So we need that. Final double width. No. Require. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Width. Okay, border is gonna be 2.5. Container. It does have excessive padding here. Does this one have padding? Okay, it doesn't even have padding. Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of it down here too. None of that. Let's shrink that down to 4. We updated the border width, and then I need to pass the width up here. Shot chip width is chip width, and this is going to be the same thing, chip width. All right, let's get a reset. Those should get bigger. Interesting. Okay. Not what I was expecting to happen there. Just because I made the width bigger. Whole score chip. Container. Container text. Yeah, what? Text align center. But I have padding here. I guess maybe this is what we'll. Come on, let's just do that. Sure. Let's make those borders a little bit thicker. I couldn't even do, I wonder if it looks better if this is transparent. Maybe a bit. It's also going to be a whole new question of what happens when there's more than 6 holes, right? So that'll be something to mess with. I kind of like the transparent though. Could even do black. I feel like maybe that's too much. It's kind of a nice definitive block to it, which I don't hate. Border colors is now the question. I'm surprised that the white isn't more visible. You know? I think the transparent was better. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Let's roll with that for right now. Okay. Same size at least. There is still too much padding here. Like, is that just my issue? Yeah. Done? Okay. Good on the score total box right now. Then container size, so on the color legend. Shot type legend, here we go. Size box height 20, legend color row. And here I think I just wanted these guys to be a bit bigger. I'm not getting a width. Shot type legend, could I get one past there? With this hard set at 42 right now? Okay. Well, that gives me some flexibility here. Let's just roll with 25 for the moment. And then probably add a border on this. Can I add a, why can't I add a border? Decoration. Decoration, box decoration. Fine then. Fine. Okay. Yeah, can we make this rounded too? Color width, border. What is it? Border radius? Yeah. Border radius 6. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think maybe that's a bit big. All right, I like that. Container size on color legend. All right, so that was just some miscellaneous stuff I'd written down separately because I didn't have room above, but that is done. Now we work all the way back up. That's kind of crazy. Updating all the icons to be used. I think I'm going to roll with this for right now. Some icons on first row only, second row only. We did update the layout. That is, I think, more or less not going to change for the moment. Our symbol for putting it in the basket, a hole completed. So we've got a hole completed symbol. Although somehow, yeah, one more thing on this really, which was just how I was going to make putting look. And then obviously updating fonts was going to be a big one. Are my, just while I'm looking at this real quick, are my icons all actually set to be black? I don't think they are. And they need to be. It's what miss footing, flight path will get updated eventually. But I don't know if that actually changed. Maybe they were already black. A clear delineation for putting and in the basket, which I don't like. This is good. I could add like putting accuracy as a part to this, but why hole 6 is getting that, I'm unsure. And it's not an empty graphic, so it's returning C1. Whole column. Can we print shots here? What's whole number? Is whole number a thing? It is? Okay, let's print that out. Whoa. Yeah, okay. So if, for example, we look at hole 5. Hole 5, we've got this. Shot type is blank. Or no. Yeah, that's right. Forehand 1. It was not a shot type on the second one, but the individual landing is basket. So it is the landing that's getting passed. Okay. I do need to take a pause here. So we are real close. Next up on the list is to just get this putting box to be slightly adjusted. I'll make a note. And then to update fonts, and then to just keep moving down. So got the penalty stuff all fixed at least. Some troubleshooting with the miscalculations, and then improvements to this view, but close. So we'll stop there for today. Yeah, as always, if there's something you want to see in C1x, drop it in the comments down below, if anyone watches this at all. But if you are here, maybe we'll see you in the next one.